Now, I have joining me in the broadcast is Major Mohammed Ali Shah and Colonel Shivdan Singh. Let me start with you, Major Shah. Now, of course, we know that China has time and again, been putting Nancy Pelosi down. Although she is a U.S. lawmaker, she's not part of the executive. So they have been calling her the number 3 of the U.S. government. But now, when Pelosi is set to visit Taiwan, China seems to be, shuddering. They seem to be giving out empty threats again. Why do you think this sort of acting out is happening if they are not afraid of Pelosi?
Of course they are afraid of Pelosi, and Aarti, you said it correctly, because see, Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the Congress Assembly of US, she has planned a trip from Friday onwards to countries like Japan, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, and Taiwan right now is tentative in a schedule. China is not happy with this, obviously, and China is trying its best to actually curb this so that she does not come to Taiwan at all. So now China is trying to do these exercises at the Taiwan border, and they are having live fire drills that they would be held and waters near Pingtan and Fuzhou. That's East China's Fujian province. Now that will be sealed. That will be sealed from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday. The Pingtan, which is 125 kilometers, that's over 77 miles from Taiwan. China's Prime Minister, the Premier Xi Jinping and the US President Joe Biden, they spoke over the phone. It was a very candid phone call, and that time he had expressed his displeasure about Nancy Pelosi visiting Taiwan. So it could also happen, since it's tentative, she may not actually come to Taiwan, but yes, China is feeling threatened about it. They are feeling that they will have US support. And if Pelosi goes ahead with this plan, that is, then she will be the first sitting US House Speaker to visit Taiwan in 25 years. This was from after 1997, that trip when the Prime Minister went to meet the President Lee Teng-hui. After that is going to be now. So yes, China will do its best. They are scared, they are unhappy, and especially more so ever when they are seeing that US has supported Ukraine blatantly. So that is the reason Russia is not unable to actually use its full power over Ukraine, because they have China, they have US support. Similarly, now Taiwanese military people have been trained by US military personnel incognito, to which China even raised an objection a few months earlier. So, but the biggest mistake China would do is, they would expect Taiwan to be like Ukraine, but Taiwan is fully prepared. Now, already Taiwan is fully prepared, so yes, they are perceiving Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan as a threat. That is why it's still tentative, Azira.
Right, Major Shah, now talking about China's empty threats again, there are also reports of possible naval drills being conducted in the Taiwan Strait. Do you think that is just a sort of psychological warfare that's being conducted at this point, just to sort of intimidate any sort of US vessels that might pass through?
Of course, China is a specialist at playing mind games, at playing psychological warfare, at playing information warfare, at projecting their larger-than-life image. Also, it is a psychological warfare, but I don't think US would be affected by that at all in any way, because everyone knows China's plans and their games and their dirty tricks. Now, in a briefing on Thursday, who is the spokesperson for the Chinese Defense Ministry, he said that the People's Liberation Army will never tolerate Taiwan's independent separated acts and external interference. So now, see, since 1949, Taipei has maintained its independence. The US began to recognize China in 1979. And of course, we also haven't recognized Taiwan in a way. That's a different thing altogether. But right. US is insisting that they are part of Taiwan is part of them. An island country which has over 25 million population of people living there. And Taiwan has repeatedly said, no, we are not a part of Taiwan. We are not part of China, sorry. So yes, the naval exercises that China has been doing, and the South China Sea, where the South Pacific, where the Indian Ocean, that's all psychological warfare. That's all Sun Tzu's teachings. Sun Tzu, in the book The Art of War, he mentioned to win wars without fighting. he mentioned the acme of a
Right.
military principle is to win wars without fighting. So that's exactly what China is trying to do over here.
Absolutely.